here from Ben Preston Hot Toys Reviews once again. As you can see, today we're doing a review of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figure from Hot Toys. So if you've seen my previous video, I did the Spider-Man figure from the Amazing Spider-Man 1, I guess you'd call it. But here's the box. We've got it here. I don't have it in the shipper as this is kind of borrowed. We've got a picture of Spider-Man on the front. It's kind of got texture to it and these letters in the background. I made my choice. This is my path. That's what it says in the background. And it's kind of got gloss over the webbing, which is really nice. It says the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS 244. Hot Toys movie masterpiece. Turn it on its side. It just says Spider-Man 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS 244. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Same on the other side. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Then on the back, Spider-Man 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS 244, various credits. So as you can see, it's the same kind of design of the box as the Amazing Spider-Man version. So what you'll do is it's kind of just distorted like this. You'll just lift it up, eventually. And yeah, as you can see, the edges are kind of like distorted there, so you'll just take that off. And then this whole entire box here is red, which I think is really nice, and it says Hot Toys presents movie masterpiece series Spider-Man 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS 244, cast and crew, everyone responsible. Then you've got a picture of Spider-Man in the background, which is really nice. I really like that. It's kind of a different touch because it's kind of just all red. So then you'll lift up this cardboard insert gently, and then you'll have the figure. So then you'll take out this plastic box here. Don't really want to bend that too much, so take that out. And then you have the figure inside the plastic clamshell with all those accessories, but we'll get to those later. And then what you'll do is you will lift up this entire section here. You have the figure stand and the various different hands that you get with the figure. So I'm going to go over this a bit more in detail, but you get the nice Spider-Man logo there. It is a dynamic posable stand with the posable rod. So let's crack him out of his packaging and just take a great look at the figure. So here we have the figure. He's out of his packaging now. Just got him stood in a neutral pose with the stand. It was kind of unnerving just having him stood on the stand, so I wrapped the dynamic pole around him just to have him stood there. Great detail. Then you get his various hands, so web swinging hands, just kind of like web grabbing hands, Harrison pointing hands, fist hands, and then just really open palm hands. Then we've got the relaxed palms actually on the figure when you open it. So, one thing you will notice about these, just pick this up for instance, is that it's half a hand. Now I'll get to that later on. Moving on, we've got his little turquoise beanie, megaphone, puffer kind of jacket, backpack, scarf, and his various webs that you can attach. So that's just the figure out of its packaging with his accessories. He comes with quite a lot, which is really, really great. A lot of people say that they think these accessories, you know, the little bags and the jackets and the hats are kind of pointless. I don't think they are. I actually think it kind of adds to the character because it's you know, it's Spider-Man. It's very humorous. But now I'm just going to move on to articulation. Okay, now moving on to articulation. So I've got the figure here with the same hands on. I'm just going to note first, this figure does not come with an Andrew Garfield head sculpt, which is kind of a letdown, but it's not too bad. It's just Spider-Man, so it's not really that bad, but I'm going to show you how you take the hands off. So, I'll just come a bit closer. So you can see the hand here is just on this, just the relaxed palm hand. You will simply remove it gently and it's held on by a tiny magnet. And then there's a magnet on the actual hand itself, and then two little things there that kind of just link into the holes. Now sometimes it might not match up, you just got to kind of play with it a bit, but from a distance it doesn't look too bad. Actually that kind of does, but doesn't matter. So anyway, yeah, that's how you replace out the hands. Now I'm going to go into articulation. So the head can lift up, not too much, can go down quite a bit as well. It's just, yeah, it just kind of doesn't move very much, but that's not too bad. It can pivot side to side a tiny bit, left, look left and right, and that's what I mean by not looking up so much. That's okay because you get the left and right action, which is incredible. And the suit doesn't feel like it's going to stretch a lot depending on how you do it. His arm can lift up just about that much, which is a massive improvement on the last figure, obviously the last Spider-Man figure, and the shoulders are much better, much more sturdy. Bend his arm up about that much, which is really great. Just got to be careful of the costume because it kind of does bunch up, and then you can just kind of fiddle around with it, I guess. He has a bit of a bicep rotation. The wrists, just took the hand off because it's magnetic. The wrists move around very well because it's actually inside of this suit here because it's joined onto the entire hand, so that moves around freely very well. Ab crunch, very nice, very good as you'd expect anyway in a Spider-Man figure. His leg can lift up about that much, you just got to be careful because obviously the costume bunches up. Then his legs bend right up here, so that's great. But obviously again, costume bunches up, and what you've got to watch out for is these legs, because for some reason Hot Toys made it so that you could remove these legs, but with a push you're just going to put them back in. Then his feet can pivot side to side, up and down quite well. Not as good as the Superman figure, but can be forgiven. And that's pretty much it for articulation. Oh, actually, upper thigh kind of swivel there, very nice. The costume is beautiful. I've got to say, the detail's incredible. I don't have a good enough camera to kind of show those off, but different textures on the suit feels really nice. So the web sticks out a bit, and then it's kind of just like normal fabric there, and then it's coated here. So it's kind of like the old figure. So, moving on. Here, as you can see, the Spider-Man logo is kind of off from the centre of his chest. This has happened. I'm not sure why, as this isn't my figure, but just something to look out for. So, that's it for articulation. Now I'm going to move on to my final verdict, and just going to note this now, I will be doing a posing video for this with different poses because I think I'll be able to do some great poses for this figure. So just stay tuned to my channel and check that out. But now we're going to move on to my final verdict. Okay, so now moving on to my final verdict for the figure. As you can see, just in the same kind of pose from before. Box in the background, lovely box. So I think the figure's great. I think I might be picking this up myself. I'm not sure just yet. It's either this or the Winter Soldier, so I'll have to decide on that. So I've just given you this quick review today. Maybe an unboxing comes in the future. Not really sure. If it's a Winter Soldier, then a full review. But this has been my review of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figure from Hot Toys. I can definitely recommend this figure to anyone. I haven't actually used it in my cabinet yet. Also, this is a difficult one. I'm not too sure about pricing, but yeah, that's about it really, all I can say. But I'm going to be putting up a posing video, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, if you're watching, this is obviously a video that is here to help out a guy who's actually getting this figure. His name's Tony, works at Forbidden Planet, lovely guy. And yeah, this review's just here to obviously give you guys a good impression because I know the figure is still on sale. So thanks for watching this review, guys. check out the pose video, and stay classy.